Right, hello, welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to make a simple fruit crumble. Now, you can use all sorts of fruit for it. I've got some cooking apple, a Bramley apple, cooking apple, but equally you could use some frozen fruit. These are some frozen raspberries from the garden, or you can use a tin of pie filling. Okay. The apple, I'm going to use, as I said, I'm going to do an apple first. So we've got a Bramley apple here. The first thing I want to do is, hands washed, is half it. Then I'm going to quarter it. This is the easiest way I find of preparing one of these Bramley apples. Then what we're going to do is very, very carefully, watching your fingers, take the core out. And I'm putting just the rubbish into here, and we'll do that with all the bits. Take the core out. Take the core out. Just watch your fingers, folks, with a sharp knife. Like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to peel it. So again, I'm just putting all the rubbish into the bowl here so that it doesn't get mixed up with the apple that we're going to eat. Now, Bramleys or cooking apples are not as sweet as your eating apples, and they break down into a nice pulp for this. So I'm going to very quickly do one more, then show you what we're going to do with these. Quickly peel the apple. Okay, I've got 2 cooking apples or 2 Bramleys for this recipe. So once you've got them all peeled, what you then want to do is to slice them nice and thinly. You can see how thick I've made them. And we're simply going to slice them up on a chopping board, please, not on the worktop. And then pop that into a small pot. I'll do one more piece just now. And slice it up. Watching your fingers, please. You want to chop your fingers off and then into the pot. I'll do the other 2 just shortly. What we're going to do with this is I've got 2 tablespoons of caster sugar, which I'm going to put in there. And to that, we're going to add 2 to 3 tablespoons of cold water. Now, this is the problem, or this is the mistake a lot of people make when they're stewing apples, is they put far too much water into it. That then goes on to a medium heat, and we're going to gently cook the apple. Okay, right, so we've got our 2 apples, peeled, cored, sliced into the pot, along with 3 tablespoons of water and 2 tablespoons of sugar. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them onto the heat, and we're going to cook them or stew them gently. So I'm just going to let them come. You need to keep moving them about so that they don't stick to the pot. And once they've had a few minutes stewing, they should go nice and pulpy. Right, as you cook them, you'll find that they start to soften and go quite mushy. You can see the difference in them. Okay, these are just about ready, so what we'll do is we'll turn the hob off and bring this back to the table. Okay, what we're going to do with those is we have 2 pint casserole dish, some margarine on a kitchen towel, and I'm just simply going to grease my dish. Now, if you don't have a casserole dish, foil dish, or if you've got a plate that you know that you can put in the oven, you can use that instead. So what we're going to do with that simply is we're going to just put the apples into the bottom of the casserole dish, like that. Oops. And then we're going to set that aside while we make the crumble. Okay, now that we've got the apples stewed, what we're going to do next is to put the oven on. So put the oven on at 180 degrees centigrade, number 4 if you've got the gas one. And what we're going to do is we're going to make some crumble. Right, to make the crumble, I like quite a lot of crumble. So 150 grams of plain flour. I'm just putting that through the sieve. If you haven't got a sieve, don't worry, you can give it out. And then to that, I'm going to add 75 grams of margarine. Now, that is half the amount of fat to flour. Okay, first thing you do is you need a knife, and we're simply going to cut the margarine up into smaller pieces in the bowl. And then the next bit, you're going to get your hands dirty. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a technique called rubbing in. For that, you literally take your thumbs across your fingers. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift up some of the mixture, thumbs across your fingers. Don't do it away up here or we'll end up with a mess. And don't do it in the bottom of the bowl because it won't work. So fingers about the height of the bowl, thumbs across your fingers. It doesn't take too long. If you want to be lazy, you can use an electric mixer. However, I like to get my hands into this. I've used plain flour today, but equally you can do it with self-raising if that's all you've got in the cupboard. You can use wholemeal flour if that's what you've got in the cupboard, plain or self-raising. I'm just going to quickly rub it in, doesn't take too long. Give the bowl a shake and any lumps of margarine will come up to the top and off we go again. You're looking for a mixture that looks like breadcrumbs in the bowl, not on the table. If you keep rubbing, you'll find the margarine will start to melt and it'll all go into clumps, and that's not what we want today. It doesn't take long to end up with a mixture that looks like that. You can see it's a breadcrumby mixture. What has also happened is the margarine has coated the flour, so it's got that lovely yellow colour. What I'm going to add to that now is 40 grams of granulated sugar, so just pop that in. I like to just keep my hands in there, give it a stir so that it's all mixed through. And all we have to do with that is put it on top of our apples. So I'm going to just use my hands. You can use a spoon, just dip the bowl in, just finish it off. And just spread it out. Do not pat it down because we don't want it, we want it to be mixed. So you end up with a mixture like that. And what we're going to do with that is pop it in the oven, and it will take about 30 minutes to cook. Set the timer for 30 minutes. Right, that's us had our time, so we're going to switch the oven off. I'm going to bring the crumble out of the oven and pop it there. What we're looking for is a nice golden brown colour round the outside edge, and the crumble actually looking properly cooked. Right, one thing left to do. I've gloves because it's still hot. There's some onto a plate. And all it's left to do is to taste it. It is hot. Guess what I'm having for dessert tonight? Well, love to let you try it, folks, but you'll just have to make your own. Bye for now.